Well, today's day one of having the excavator here. They dropped it off last night. I got to dig a basement. I got to dig a French drain. We're going to dig out our cabling, get our cable and water for the kitchen building and Daniel's cabin and even the wood shop all finished up and get laid in. I walked out of the house and said it was 33 degrees out here. It's supposed to be warm today. So, yeah, I went to the festival, come back, and it's winter. I don't know. Weather's definitely changing. But follow us through the day and see what we got going on. Where you going, Kratos? Huh? Are you outside the fence? They get to stay in a fence most of the time, just so I can keep more of a mind on them because of these puppies. Right, Maverick? Huh? Ooh. High energy. So this is one of the priorities down here at Chris's cabin. And this draw that we've got kind of channels rainwater. It dips right here where we go over to the laundry building and comes down here where I cut the line for her water. And you can almost see where it drops off. Right here, it'll channel down, and then right here is a lot of runoff, and it's taking soil and dirt. This lowest step was actually about 6 inches off the ground when they started. You can kind of see underneath where it did come up, but it's just been filling up and kind of filling in her old area here. So what we're going to do, there's a little better shot of the draw. What we're going to do is take and run a French drain down here by the garden, and probably back this side of it with a swale. The problem is I've got her water line running here. It ties off and goes to the laundry building and then comes back around. And that's also where I brought the electrical, so I can't go up that far. So we'll get what I can get cut, and then probably hand dig around until we find the rest of it. So this will be a pretty busy day, and we'll see how far I get. Before I get going too far, I gotta get Angie her list for the RV power, because we're going to have a new member moving in with a fifth wheel or a camper for a while. And he'll be staying down there, but he'll be able to get to work around the community. Lord knows we need more hands. But that's one deal that we got. And I don't know. I'm going to try and use that thing as much as I can. We'll see. We're going to put it through its paces. It's one of the newer ones. I think it's only 3 years old, and got everything I think I need for it. And this guy rents here locally. Try and keep the business local. So we got a little digging here, a little digging there, so we're going to see what happens. So far, it looks like it's pretty cool. It's got a digital readout and all that goodies, but we'll show you what's going on. as you can see, they're over my shoulder here somewhere. What do we got? Good grief. Nope, too far. Somewhere there's a trench. And I got it back to this point and hit my water line. I knew it was there, and I thought it was about 2 feet down. Well, the part that goes over here to the laundry building is deeper. But when I was cutting this trench from up top back around, I had so many tree roots and stuff, that trencher was just, it was throwing the chain off and everything else. So I did what I could do, and we're figuring we're going to build this area up anyway. So anyway, let me switch you around and I'll show you the mess and what we're going to do to fix it. Of course, that line comes down from the pump house and the wellhead and all that over here. Comes down, and it's going to continue on down to Chris's house. And what I had is a T that came over here to the laundry building, and when I broke it there, it actually pulled it loose here. So I turned it on, didn't see no leaks, but then I didn't have no water pressure, and then kept looking, and then of course it seeps up through the ground, and it was wet there, it was puddled up, so it's like I knew I had another leak. So let me get this fixed and buried in. I'm just about where I want for the drain anyway, and I'll level that up, and the girls can cut some weeds and stuff. I still got to get the duct work, the drainage pipe for it, and get some gravel in here. So we'll continue on. So while we're doing all this, they delivered that mini excavator last night. Just trying to dig it out so everything's kind of level in here when I pack it together. But today's my oldest daughter's birthday, Whitney. Hey Whitney, I know you watch. Love you. But I got to thinking while we're doing all of this, her birthday, she's out of state, so not really cross ties that way, but with all the festivals and the chores that we got and homestead rotations, all our new family that we put together, we shouldn't forget the ones that are our real family. So I thought that would be a good reminder to kind of put out for everybody. And I don't know if some of you know her life and what's going on, but she has started a cleaning business, a service business. So we'll see how that goes for the rest of the time. But she's also involved with promoting festival up there in Iowa. I think it's a craft festival, but I think it's going to explode into other self-sufficiency things, because it seems to be what people are searching out. How to take care of themselves, how to store food, alternate water systems and such. So just wanted to say hey to Whitney and let everybody else know, just don't forget your loved ones, even though they might not think the way you do and vice versa. They're still your kin. You only got them for just a little time. So try and enjoy them when you do, when you can. But I'll keep digging this out, get this repaired, and show you the repair, and then we'll move on to the next part of this thing. All right, guys, there's the connection again. I only had a 3/4 three-way T instead of a 1/2 inch going off, so I had to use a piece of 3/4 down to a reducer, and then down to 1/2 inch going into the laundry room. But hey, I still got to stay on the farm instead of having to go to town again, which is always good to have extra pieces. I've got bags of the stuff and totes and all that. So I'll get this finished up and cleaned up, and we'll get some pipe in here and continue on with the adventure. But just a little setback. We're going to pressurize it. It should be fine now. So we'll move on. He's leveling out the area, and we're going to mark it off and get our markings done and start digging our footings. Chicken's doing. We got this ditch all dug out. We're gonna get power over to Daniels tonight, finish up the water lines if I don't fall in the hole. I'm trying to get around the bucket to see the chickens. Obviously they're finding worms and bugs and everything else down in there, but they're all over the place out here. Got more over here where we scratched up for the building. But yep, we're over by a tractor. So all we got left, yeah, excuse me, is tie our water line in there over to this piece, and then this ditch here will be the one that goes over to the wood shop. And the power's already run to that point, to the kitchen. So all I got to do is tap on power at that junction and bring it back over to Daniel's house. And then we can backfill everything. I can have my driveway back. We're going to bring gravel in. Life back to normal. So I'm still trucking. We're running the fuel out of this tractor easy. Okay. There. Say hi, Daniel. He's off work today, so he's having fun playing in the dirt. He hadn't been able to do that for a while, so.
Well, it's been, what, 3 years?
3 years. And we're getting ready to break out some chainsaws here, catch up. We got a couple more weeks before it gets cold again. Something like that.
Got to start prepping for heating the houses with wood.
So we got deadfall and trees standing dead everywhere, so we got to cut them out, but it never stops.